Hello everybody and welcome back. So as you can see on screen, what we're going to be doing today is showing how to get these giant, I guess. I tried to make mine not too giant, so hopefully it isn't. I can't actually see what I've done yet because I haven't done it yet. But hopefully I didn't make it too giant because of a couple reasons I'll go through. But anyways, we're making these giant, like, I guess canvas pieces of art and stuff. And I'm going to be going ahead and walking everyone through how to do it from start to finish. So as you can see, we're on Firefox, and what we want to do is find an image. So I think what I'm going to do... Okay, this is perfect because my town uses cherries. Also, by the way, some images will not work for this. Go ahead and save your image that you want to do. You can make a big image or a small image. I'm probably only going to do her head area and not a full body because well, we'll get into that. The more you do, the more it takes up, the more space it takes up. So go ahead and go over to the website I've left in the description, and what we want to do is hit convert, and we want to select the image that we did. I believe this only works with JPEGs and PNGs. So now what we need to do is we can up these two on the left. If you just keep it one by one, it'll be a 1 by 1 space, 1 by 1 block. So it'll just be one space wide. You can resize it and hit next, and that's all it'll be, just one. But if we, for example, go 2 by 2 and then we resize it, so again, I only wanted her head, so I'm gonna try and shrink that down. So here we go, 2 by 2, we hit next, and then we hit, oh, see, that looks actually pretty good. Then we hit convert. We can keep all this the same. It doesn't really matter. You can try messing around with this stuff if you want to, but I just keep it the same. Hit convert. And as you can see, it gives us 4 images for us to do. We have top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. This is the one I would do. Download QR codes as a zip file. That's actually the one that I'm going to be doing. So now if we open up our download page in either Mac or Windows, wherever you store your downloads, you can see that it gives you a zip file. And after we open the zip file, it gives us 4 images. Now that we have these 4 images, go ahead. You can leave them in the zip file if you want and just open them like this. Although this can take time. That's how I'm just going to do it because it's easier for me. If you want, you can just take these and extract them to another folder or something like that. But again, I'm just going to be keeping them here. So now that we're over here in Animal Crossing, first what we need to do is find a spot. I'm just going to do it right here because this is an open area. Make sure you have enough plots for how many you chose. For example, if you did a 5 by 5, make sure you have 5 by 5. Because I only did a 2 by 2, I can basically put this anywhere. So I'm just going to be putting it here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here so that no villagers can come up and talk to me while I'm doing this. And what we want to do is open up our custom designs and press the plus button to download. What I'm going to do is, as you can see on screen right now, this is going to be how you do it. So first you want to open the Nintendo Switch Online app, and you want to go ahead and go to Animal Crossing. Then what you want to do is go to Designs and scan QR code. And we're going to go ahead and scan this and then press save. Now back in Animal Crossing, we'll press the download button and it'll say that it found whatever our thing was called. Make sure if you want to rename these that you go ahead and do that because you can do that on the website. I just kept mine because I didn't really care. Anyways, it'll ask you to choose a spot to replace it with. As you can see, this is how many spots I have. So I'm just going to choose right here and overwrite. And go ahead and do that for all of your pieces. Make sure you have enough spots for it. And there we go. Now we have all 4 spaces right here. Then what you want to do is go ahead and just display them on the ground right in front of you. And as you can see, this is what it'll look like. Now I'm going to give a couple other tricks and some things that I've kind of learned while doing this that are some do's and don'ts and things like that. I want to show something. For example, let me place down 4 bricks right here. Then on top of these bricks, I can then go ahead and place down my pattern. This method is a little bit more tedious, but you'll see why we're doing it in a second. So there we go, we have our pattern on the ground, and as you can see on the map, it shows up on the map. So if you have a giant design that you do that you want to show up on the map, you can go ahead and just place tiles underneath. And this brings me to my next problem that I have. As you can see, I'm on my other account, Angel, and if we go into her custom designs, you can see that they're still here, and she can also display them on the ground and things like that. So my problem with this is, because all the custom designs are shared basically on the console, not per character, once you've run out of spaces, you're basically done. And as you can see, I have a lot already in here. The only spaces I have left are these 11 squares right here. So once I get enough patterns to fill these 11 squares, I can't do anything anymore with these. So that's one problem I have with doing this, because, for example, this one I could have made into 4 tiles, but instead I only made it into 1 because 1, it looks good only being 1 tile. But 2, if I made it 4 spaces, that's 3 other spaces that I could have used towards something else. I've seen a lot of people do ones that are like 8 by 8 spaces wide, and they're really cool to look at, except the only problem is that takes up so many like spaces. I don't even know how they do it. It would have been great if Nintendo made it where separate accounts have separate designs so that I could do this kind of like how it was in New Leaf, but instead that's just how we have to deal with for now. One thing I wanted to show is you can kind of do this in your house, as you can see. The only problem is it kind of leaves a space in between. I mean, you can do it, as you can see. It just doesn't look very good to do. And how you do this, by the way, is just go to your custom designs, choose which one you want, and then hit display here and canvas. You can also do this on the floor of your house by doing tile mat. So, and this one's actually better because, as you can see in a moment, this one doesn't have as much of a clear, like, border between them or markings to show that they're separate. This one, you can see a little bit of the line, but other than that, it does fit pretty well, and you can use this to make custom rugs if you'd like. If you find a really cool design on the internet that you want to do and just make a really cool looking rug in the middle of your house. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give it a like and subscribe if you're new. Sorry for making this video a little bit shorter. I just kind of wanted to get something out there, and I was kind of messing around with this, doing kind of what I said. How many times am I going to say kinda? I was testing, doing different like anime girls and some rugs and even some cool looking wallpapers, and as you could see, I've always been messing around with these wall canvases and things like that, the album arts. Anyways, I hope this helped some of you out, and if it did, then that's good. Leave a comment saying what you did with it. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.